YouTube, how's it going? Truly appreciate you clicking on this video, coming to my page, and getting educated, about your credit. Today, as you saw in the caption, we're going over, what is credit, part two. Just some more in-depth things that I wanted to share with you guys. Just again, get you really affiliated and understand what credit really is. I know a lot of people out there, they want to get straight to the steak. They want to get straight to the burger and, get straight to the main course. But, honestly, in order for us to do this correctly, in order for us to be able to establish, leverage, and maximize our credit the right way, we gotta season this thing. We have to marinate it. We have to get it. We have to prepare it. We have to truly dive into the details and understand what credit really is, what it has in store for us, the ins and outs of it, and then we can really dive in, to the meat and potatoes, and get straight into, exactly what we can be doing. So today I just want to go over again, what is credit part two? Automatically credit is power, credit is leverage, credit is a tool, credit is a lifeline. We talked about in what is credit part one. But today, like I said, I want to dive into, some more in-depth things like your FICO score, versus your Vantage score. Your FICO was created, really credit was created back in, I think it's like 1950. Around the 1950s is when the FICO score was created. FICO is basically broken down. It's two people, Fair Isaac Corporation. Fair and Isaac are literally two people who just put their name together. If you think about it, Isaac probably was like, if he really would have fought over it, this probably would have been IFCO. If they would have fought over who would have had the first name. So FICO is literally just two people's name, and then the co is the corporation part. Go figure. This is where credit score comes from. Like I said, 1950s is when it came around. FICO score is used by literally about 90% of the United States. Lenders, bankers, mortgages, car dealerships, they're all using the FICO score. And then you have the Vantage score program, where there's maybe about 10% of the United States that's using it. So you want to be very careful when it comes to going out and trying to get loans, trying to get credit cards, trying to get car notes, your mortgage, all those things. You want to make sure that you know exactly, before you get the loan, before you apply for it, you want to know exactly where are they pulling it from. Where are they pulling your credit score? What program? Are they using FICO? Are they using Advantage? You want to know that. That is a very key detail to make sure that you stay ahead of being able to always be approved, for any type of credit assessments that you're trying to do. Anything credit that you're trying to apply for, you want to make sure you stay ahead of the game. So making sure you know exactly, what scoring model are they using, basically. There's three main credit bureaus that the United States use. There's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. These are the three main ones. There are hundreds of them. There are so many other credit bureaus out there. But as far as the three main ones that are being reported on your credit report that you have to worry about, that bankers and lenders are using in the United States, is these three right here: TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, and a little information on them. One, they don't talk to each other. So they're in competition over and over again as far as, who is doing the best, who's doing, the most things, who has the most, offers, for people. So understand that, these are three businesses that literally, you will always have three different credit scores. Most people don't know that you have three credit scores, which is another reason why you want to make sure you stay on top of your credit scores, because you literally can have a 700 with TransUnion, a 600 with Experian, and a 500 with Equifax and not even know it. Which is, again, we go back to the FICO score versus Vantage. That is the reason why you want to make sure you know exactly what scoring model any credit place it any credit that you apply for. You want to know the score model they're using, and then also what credit bureau that they're pulling it from. Some leasing agencies, some banks only pull from a certain one. So you want to know, this is how you stay ahead of the game. You always want to know what scoring model are they using, and then what credit bureau are they pulling it from. You want to know those things so you will know, you can go in, look at that score and know exactly what it is, that they're looking for as far as your score, and be able to stay ahead. And again, make sure that you get, that pre-approval or that approval, and make sure, you get way less denials, because you're already ahead of the game as far as knowing, okay, boom, this is what I need to be asking. Okay, so they say that they're going to pull from TransUnion. Let me look at my TransUnion and see exactly what's going on there, and then also ask them, the requirements. What are they looking for? Is it a certain credit score that they're looking for? Certain history? What is it they're looking for? You want to ask those questions before you apply for that loan, so you can make sure you have put yourself in the best situation to make sure that you get that loan and not get denied for it. So definitely, again, 3 credit bureaus, FICO, Vantage Score. You want to make sure, that you understand those things. The very next thing that I want to talk about is credit takeover. Again, what is credit? Credit is power, but also credit is taking over everything. If I direct you to this side of the board, when it comes to credit, to get a home, to get an apartment, they run your credit. As far as the mortgage goes, they run all 3 credit bureaus. They run all 3 credit bureaus, which are FICO. They run all 3 credit bureaus, and whichever credit score is in the middle is the one that they look at. That's the one that they use, the one that's in the middle. So again, it's very important that you know all 3 of your scores, because let's say you have a 700 here, again, a 600, and let's say here you have, a 589. Well, you see, when they use that middle score, the 600, it's Experian. Well, if you understand what your credit score should be, a 600 is not going to help you, as far as your interest rates, as far as, getting the best deal for your mortgage. So you want to make sure that you know your scores, know all 3 of them. There's different apps out there that you can use. There's some that are free. There are some that are, that you have to pay for. Be very careful with the ones that you use, whether they're free or you pay for them. Make sure you understand which one that they use, which scoring system are they using. Understand cell phone. In order to get a cell phone, they run your credit. Your car insurance. Remember, 10 years ago, or 10, 15 years ago, your car, maybe even less than that, your car insurance had everything to do with tickets and accidents. Now your car insurance has everything to do with your credit score. If you have bad credit, you have high car insurance. Go and check your car insurance and see what it looks like. Then check your credit score. If you know what your credit score is, then check your insurance rate and see if they match. If you have bad credit, you're going to have high car insurance. Now, most people, they always ask me, well, why is that? What is it wrong? Well, you see, car insurance people, now they're looking at it and they're saying, okay, someone who has debt, someone who has very bad credit, they're more than likely going to do something, out of the ordinary that will end up with us having to pay a lot. So someone in debt and not really in their right mind, we're just going to make sure that we have their premium at a high rate so that we can make sure that we are covering ourselves. So again, if you didn't know that your car insurance has everything to do with your credit, now you know. Your hiring and promotion. I have clients who have reached out to me and told me things like, look, Dale, I apply for jobs and all kinds of things, and I'm just getting denied everywhere. I have all this experience, but I'm getting denied at these places. So, I break it down to them. I ask them, hey, listen, go back and ask these questions and see what they say. But first, look at your credit score. Look and see what it's talking about. Look at the hiring list. Look and see, all the things that are on there. Your credit score can potentially keep you from being hired at that job that you're trying to get. Also, anyone who's trying to get a promotion right now, whether you, in the military, whether you are a police officer, there is any type of financial business. If your credit is bad, or not as up to par where they want it to be, those promotions that you think you're about to get at the end of the year, you're not going to get them. You're not going to get them because of your credit. And again, most people don't know this. They don't know this. So this is very, very vital information. I'm glad I'm able to share it with you, which is why I'm telling you, credit is power. It's very important that you get your credit together. Your utilities. In order to turn them utilities on, they run your credit. The cable. In order for you to get that especially DirecTV, in order for you to get DirecTV, they run your credit. Loans, personal loans, credit cards, and college. College. If you're trying to put your kids in college right now, you have one of your kids is about to turn it, any of those things, and they're about to go to college, well, that's your credit. Your credit is going to have everything to do with that loan that they get and the interest rates on those loans. So that's something that many people don't know about. And they find out at the very end, or they found out, after they have already, tried to put them in school, and they, whoa, my credit. Wait, this is for them. No. We looking at you. We need to run your credit to make sure that they can get. So, understand that credit is power, and it's taken over everything. Everything that we do has to do with credit. So it's very important to get this information, put it in front of you, understand it. I know you want to get straight to the steak, the burger, the fish, whatever it is, if you're vegan, you want to get to the broccoli and, the asparagus, whatever, the main course. I know you want to get to the main course, but it's very important that we season this thing, we marinate it, and we make sure that we understand exactly what it is that we're dealing with, so that when we move forward, even if we take a step or two back, we're not taking 17 steps back because we didn't know the information, because we jumped right in and tried to fry that thing up. We went straight into exactly what's going on. So last thing I want to talk about is the credit score versus the credit report. So I have a lot of people, and I was even doing this, they are 700 credit score. A lot of people want to get that 700 credit score. And they're like, Dale, man, that's all I need. Once I get that, man, it's over with. I need you to understand something. Even if you had a 700, there are people who have 700 credit scores that can still be denied credit. Still be denied those loans, still get denied those credit cards, the car note, all those things. I know what are you talking about? What? How? They said 700 credit scores are really good. Yes, they did say that. But you see, your credit report has a lot to do with it. You see, if your credit report is not up to par, and what I mean by up to par is 35% of your credit score has to do with payment history. How long? 30% has to do with the amounts owed on that credit card. 15% has to do with how long you've had it. So your credit report, if you have a credit report that's just a year old and you have a 700 credit score, well, banks are looking at your credit report to see, how am I getting my money back? And does your credit report say that you are trustworthy? That's what they're looking at. They don't care that you have a 700 credit score. Okay, you have a 700 credit score, but what does your credit report say that you're going to give me my money back? See, we have to take this information and understand that we've been doing this our entire life. You understand that one person that always come and ask and borrow your money. They always want to borrow money from you, but they always slacking on giving that money back. Always slacking on it. So their credit's not good. They are a great person. They are a great person. They A1. But when it comes to their rapport on getting you your money back, they're not good. They're not trustworthy. And then you have the other person. They may be, they one of those associates. They're not really a friend, they're associate. But every time you give them money, they already automatically own it. And it's never a question. They call you immediately. Like, hey, I got to give you that bread. Understand, we've been doing this our entire life. We've been doing credit our entire life. I have so many videos that's going to open your mind to help you understand that credit is not something brand new. It's not a secret. We've been doing this our entire life, and I promise you, Dale the Credit Guy here, I'm going to make sure that you are able to elevate your mind and see exactly how you can maximize and leverage your credit by doing the things that you've been doing your entire life. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. I'm going to be able to educate you in order to help you maximize your credit, maximize everything about your finances, and put credit above everything. Because again, credit is a lifeline. Credit is a tool. Credit is an asset that you can have to make sure that you put yourself in the best situation, you and your family. It only takes one person in the family. Only one person in the family to say no more. No more. We figured this out today, right here, right now. So I definitely thank you all again for clicking on this video. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing this. Please share this with your friends. Share this with your family. You know, for the holidays, instead of sitting down talking about the food and the drama, talk about credit. Play my video, put it on, you know, take notes and really dive in, because I'm telling you right now, credit is something that is going to elevate your life. It's going to elevate your life. I can promise you that, as long as you take care of the marinating, take care of the seasoning, and then dive into the meat and potatoes. I am Dale the Credit Guy. I truly appreciate you all. Again, do not meet me at the top, beat me at the top.